The Kiss unboxings will continue until new music improves. That's the best that I could do for my intro. I always struggle to find something clever to say. As you can see, I'm clearly struggling because that wasn't very good. That's a little take on the great Exodus song called "The Beatings Will Continue Until Morale Improves." And I had it in my head. I'm going to start the video saying, well, the Kiss unboxings or Kiss vinyl unboxing are continuing. And then that planted the song in my head. So I expanded it to add the "Until New Music Improves." I don't know, because I'm talking about old music, Kiss. And as far as having songs stuck in your head, I was talking about this with my friend Eric last week when we were hiking. I said the worst song to have stuck in your head is probably for me, the Final Countdown by Europe. Maybe also equally as bad or worse is "We Built This City on Rock and Roll" by Jefferson Starship. Don't ever get those songs stuck in your head. Exodus, "The Beatings Will Continue Until Morale Improves." That's a great one to have stuck in your head if you know it. It's now that's planted the seed. Now I want to listen to that song. Another day, another riot. Another day, another riot. Another fire lighted has got you feeling down. They're coming with the cure and demanding that you try it. I hear it's the talk of the town. A little PMA through pepper spray to put a little joy right in your day. Bringing cheer and riot gear. All you got to do is obey. All the rank and file take their beatings and smile as they cross your name off the list. Welcome to the fold with a chokehold. Preach to the flock with a fist. Sunny days will dawn at the end of a baton, turning gray skies black and blue. Remedy the mood with a blood feud. Here's what you got to do. That's a little bit of Exodus. The beatings will continue until morale improves, but he sings it really, really fast and tough and aggressively. This video has already been like 8 minutes long. Oh, and before I get to the Kiss unboxing and the Kiss record this is going to be Destroyer, hopefully the deluxe edition, but we'll see, and I'll get to that too. Again, to continue, 5 days in a row now, for those of you who've been following along, this Metallica 72 Seasons crap with Mix Up. Here's where it stands now. I told you, I think in the last episode, that they needed pictures, and I took pictures to send it back, and then they said, no, we need to open it and then take pictures, even though I was taking pictures of how they sent it to me. All I wanted to do is send it back. And 2 days passed, and I didn't hear from them, and I emailed them and said, why haven't I heard from you for 2 days? Why can't I get my money back? Why is this so difficult? And they said, oh, we're sorry for the inconvenience, blah, blah, blah. You can return it to Mix Up in your city, which is shit because, as I've mentioned before, Mix Up is far from me, and it's in a mall. You have to pay in a mall. You have to park in these giant mall parking lots. Then you got to walk into the mall, walk to Mix Up, pay for parking, get out of the parking lot. Not to mention, as I said, it's really far to drive there, the furthest part of the city from where I live. And I said, I'm not going to Mix Up to take it back. I've already been to your shitty store twice because of your utter incompetence. I said, you delivered it to me by DHL. I'll return it by DHL. Give me a return authorization number so I can send this fucking thing back. And they said, oh, well, okay, yeah, we're sorry. We're just giving that as a suggestion. You don't have to do it. And I said, give me a return authorization. That's it. No more emails. So they, oh God, they emailed me back. And I said, why did it take 2 days? I didn't say that, but I said, it took 2 days for you to get back to me to tell me this. You asked me for pictures. I send them right away. Why does it take you, a big multinational or national company? Why does it take you 2 days to get back? And I can take these pictures, you know, within minutes or at least within an hour. And they said, oh, we're sorry. So now where it stands now, and I know some of you are just dying to know the end of the story, and I am too. They said they're going to schedule a pickup for me. They're going to send a DHL truck for me, a truck here, which is actually better than me going to DHL. DHL would have been better for me to go than to go to Mix Up, just because of the location, and it's very quick. You can just park outside, run in, drop it off, you're in and out. And I'll be passing by there to go to Rod Stewart later tonight. It's actually tomorrow. Today's Thursday, but I'm pretending it's Friday because the concert's on a Friday. That's what we do in this business. We film things in advance and put them. They call it in the can in the industry. So I would be driving almost right past DHL tomorrow. So they said they'll send a DHL truck to me, which makes me feel so special. But they said not just your name and address, all these things like the nearest cross streets, any points of reference nearby, like any stores or anything, what color my house is, if there's any special markings on it. What else do they want to know? A secondary phone number. Having my phone number is not good enough. They need a secondary phone number for somebody, I guess, in case I'm not here to give it to them. It's just what a bunch of crap this is. Anyway, I think it's finally time to get to Kiss Destroyer. And I almost, in the last 2 episodes, I had a delivery come live, and I almost just missed that by about 20 minutes ago. They brought another one. I have 1 more coming. No, 2 more coming. That means at least, after today, at least 3 more unboxings. Maybe Kiss or maybe not. They're all Kiss, but you'll have to see which ones they are. So this is Destroyer, I hope, and this is the one they brought just 15-20 minutes ago. I'll be doing this one. I guess I'll do them in the order that they were received. So I'm going to do Kiss Destroyer now. I said that I hope it's the deluxe edition. I mentioned when I did Creatures of the Night that I kind of had a little bit of a doubt. When I ordered it, it had the regular Kiss logo, the classic Kiss logo. And then when I checked it later, it showed it had the, in Germany, they're not allowed to have the classic S because it looks like the SS. So they have the, like this S, something like that. And the image showed that after I'd ordered. I thought, man, I hope like they don't send me, because I don't want anything Kiss related unless it has that classic logo. So similar thing with this. When I saw Destroyer, now this was 796 pesos. I mentioned Dress to Kill was 796. That was a mistake. It was this one that I'm starting to get these all confused. This Destroyer was 796 pesos, and I thought that's a good price because again, I'm going to mention at El Chopo they charge 800. They want 800 pesos for these old beat up records that are 40, 50 years old and in rotten condition. So I thought 50 for a brand new, especially deluxe edition with a 20-page booklet. I thought it's not a great price, it's a fair price. So I ordered this last week, and then when it came, or a couple days later, when I clicked on it, it showed, instead of the image, this was probably from Amazon, instead of the image showing the deluxe edition, which was 2 records, plus it had the booklet laid out in front of it in the Amazon stock image, it had just the regular Destroyer album cover. And I thought, man, I hope they didn't. And also the price had changed. The price had gone up to 1,100 pesos or something like that. I'm hoping that it is the deluxe one. I really want that booklet. I don't care too much about the extra record, although that is pretty cool. Oh my God, Becky, look at this box. And funny, the packaging. All the ones that I've received this week, 3 or 4 that have come in this pack. This kind of packaging, but the one that arrived today just came in a mailer. And they're all from Amazon. I don't know why they're so inconsistent. So, here I go. I'm going to open Destroyer right now. This knife is getting a workout this week. I haven't used this knife this much since I went on a killing spree quite some time ago. All right, I'm getting to be a real pro at this. Or maybe not. And what do I do if this is not, it is clearly, I took screenshots of it to show that they are supposed to send me the deluxe edition, the two records and the 20-page booklet. I took screenshots. If it's not that, it feels heavy, so I think it is. All right, here's a good sign. All right, I feel it right now. It does say here, new Destroyer 45th Anniversary Deluxe 2 LP. Ready to ship. Oh, very cool. I'm excited about this. Well, let me finish opening. I don't want to delay the anticipation anymore. I don't want to be edging you. All right. Ooh, it's so nice. Ooh, I like this a lot. Oh, I like it a lot. Oh, look at this beauty. Look at that. And, ooh, that's a big hype sticker. It says, Destroyer 45th anniversary. By the way, why did Kiss put out who cares about a 45-year anniversary? You celebrate the numbers that end in 0, except if it's 25, but nobody cares about 15, 35, 45. But I guess they couldn't wait until 50, and it was too late for 40, and they had to, you know, I guess the anniversary makes it more appealing, but the 45th anniversary, get real. All right, so 45th anniversary, 2 LP deluxe edition, 180 gram black vinyl, 21 total tracks, 10 unreleased, original 1976 album newly remastered, 6 demos, 5 unreleased, 6 studio rarities, 5 unreleased, 20-page booklet featuring the story of Destroyer and rare photos. I'm sure the text is garbage. It's probably the typical stuff, how they rose up and, you know, became the hottest band in the world. But still cool to have that booklet. Delicious. Oh, I'm very excited about this. And I will continue opening it. Believe it or not, what I want to do is go take a picture of it with the hype sticker. So I'm going to stop the video momentarily and come right the fuck back. All right, I'm done making sweet, sweet love to this record. To the record cover anyway. So I will continue with the unboxing. Ooh, I see a slight blemish here. Very, very slight. Probably not enough to make my friend, no, maybe more than enough to make my friend Jason Satterfield explode in a fit of rage if he saw that little blemish. No, before I continue opening it, I will talk about my my little history with Destroyer. I ranked all the Kiss albums, all 29. That was all the studio albums plus the solo albums, the 1978 albums. I did that last year, and I didn't remember why I had Destroyer, but I checked my notebook earlier before I started this video. I had it at number 5, and as I said at the time, at that point, the top 5 could move a little bit. This could be 3 or 2. Maybe even 1. It could be 6. I don't know. But I had it at 5. I'll stick with 5 for now. And as far as I remember, this is a special album for me because this was, as far as I can remember, in I don't know when it was. I assume 76. I could be wrong. This is the first Kiss studio record that I ever had. It's been well documented that I got a live in 1976. No, it must have been 77 when I got this because I got a live for Christmas in 76. So I got this in 1977. And as far as I remember, it was the first studio album. And I think that's why I love the classic, you know, the Kiss logo can come in many different colors. I also love the red, which morphs into purple on the cover of Alive too. But this red into kind of an orange yellow, that's just classic. I love that color combination. I remember my friend John Lapp, this was in like 77. He had, I didn't have it. I didn't have any Kiss toys. I didn't have that much Kiss stuff other than records. I had some posters when I was a kid that you color in yourself. I used to buy these blank posters with just, it was on like white, kind of a heavy paper with a black outline and markers, and you would color it in, and I had the rock and roll over. But he had the Kiss remote control van. It was, I remember, probably about this big. It was hot pink, and it had the album cover Destroyer on each side. This was big for me. This was also, of course, the first Kiss album that had an illustration. And everybody knows, I've talked about this also, that Kiss, maybe the easiest band to put them into compartments. You got the first 3 albums, then Alive 1. Or just Alive. Then you got the next 3, and then Alive 2. Then the studio albums. And then, you know, on and on. And so the first 3 albums were photographs. Kiss, Hotter Than Hell, Dressed to Kill were photographs. The album covers. Destroyer, Rock and Roll Over, and Love Gun were you know, kind of fantasy art, I guess. And this was I just stared at this. I guess I also stared at live. Every Kiss album I had, I stared at. This was Ken Kelly that did this. He died last year. The guy who painted this, Ken Kelly. I think he also did Manowar, and I don't know what else he did, but he did this. He also did Love Gun, and he died last year. So that's my little history with Destroyer. Huge, massive album for me. So I will open it now, the actual record. Oh, it's kind of dragging the plastic. It wasn't cutting it. There we go. Now this is big for me too, because this is not just a record. And by the way, as I said, this was 796 pesos. If you check it now on Amazon Mexico, at least anyway, it's over 1,000. So that's big savings that I got. I almost feel like it was a mistake that they had it listed for 796 pesos. All right, let me just, I'll try this again. I didn't have much success yesterday sliding the plastic off. Is it better today? A little bit, I think. It feels, okay, there we go. Watch this. Like a snake shedding its skin. Molting. There it is. I'm going to keep that hype sticker. I'm not going to keep the plastic. Oh, this is also made in Czech Republic. I noted that yesterday, huh? With the Creatures of the Night was also made in Czech Republic. I'm not going to keep that sticker. I will keep the hype sticker. I'll put that safely over here. All right. And I didn't show the back. Here's the back. And the track listing. What a beauty that is. Ooh, look at that gatefold. The original one wasn't a gatefold. I had the original one, and I'll talk about that in a second. So there it is. So you Kiss nerds, I'm sure, already know this. They're probably like this when they see my Mickey Mouse Kiss videos. But that was cool. Now, I do remember very, very well the original inside sleeve of this. It was black. The one side had the logo, the Kiss Army, you know, the shaped like home plate, like a baseball home plate. And it said Kiss Army. I think it had the mailing address. Then on the other side, it had the big Kiss logo taking up half the side. And the lyrics for only Detroit Rock City. I don't know why only Detroit Rock City, why they didn't put all the lyrics. But that for sure was the first Kiss lyrics that were published on a sleeve. I'll get to the track listing later. All right, well, let me see if it is. I'm sure it's true. And I think it also had a merch order form with it. I don't know if they, this is exactly as I remember it. Exactly. Ah, yes, I forgot that it said shout it out loud. And then there's, oh my God, look at that logo. And there's the lyrics for Detroit Rock City. Now let me, just a minute, let me check. Is the booklet in the first? No, the booklet is in the other side. Oh, I didn't, I should show the record too, of course. Oh, interesting label. I've never seen this Casablanca label. Now when I had this, the original one, I talked about this with Dressed to Kill the other day. I've never seen this kind of orange rust color logo. When I had this originally, the I don't know what you call this, just the record, the label of it was like the sand desert color. All right, I will. This sleeve is very thick. Is there something inside it that I'm missing? Nope. No, it's just really, really thick. Maybe those checks, because it was made in the Czech Republic. I don't know if just the records were made in Czech Republic or the whole packaging. But let me put this back in here. All right, now. Well, first, I kind of see the book. Let me take the second record. Oh, some pictures. I've never seen these pictures as far as I know. Oh my God, this is. I'm dying here. This is fucking awesome. Look at that. This is my favorite record so far. The Dress to Kill and Creature of the Night and whatever else I got recently. Oh my God. And a bunch of old tickets. And the record. It's a little actually completely different. This is like a reel-to-reel tape. Make sure it really is Kiss. Yeah. Some little schmegma on here. All right. I'll put this back in the extra thick sleeve. And no, before I put that in, let me take the book out. No order form, it seems. I guess they didn't reprint that. Unless, am I missing something? No, that's it. So they didn't reprint the order form. All right, so here's the booklet. Oh, it feels, it's stupid to say, but it feels beautiful. Oh, very nice. It's a matte finish. It's not glossy. It smells good. My friend Dwayne would appreciate that smell. Look at that. 20 pages. I'll kind of go through quickly like this. I don't know if I'm framing it properly. Decent text. That's actually really quite a bit of text. It seems that it's all about the recording sessions. Some photos. Really a lot of text. Some different album covers there. Different, oh yeah. Oh, the one is from the Resurrected. Some magazine covers here. Oh, beautiful. Outstanding. Now I know why people like records so much. It's definitely not for the shitty sound or the complete inconvenience or the skipping. It's for things like this. These are different. Oh, singles, Flaming Youth, Beth. All right. And there it is in the back. So I guess this is some notes that were made on the actual. The tapes. It says Destroyer. Is there a date here? It looks like it was May 22nd. I guess that would have been May 22nd, 76. All right. Oh, I'm very, very happy with this. Very, very impressed. And a decent price. I saw this at the aforementioned mix-up where I will never, ever, I think ever again, spend another peso. I saw this when this came out. I think, when did it come out? Was it like a year and a half ago? Yeah, I guess it came out, I think it was towards the end of 2021, so a year and a half ago. It was, I want to say it was like 1,400 pesos, 12? Anyway, a lot more than what I paid, 796. If I can get, I'll try to get that back in later. Now I'll get to the record. So I'll go through this track by track. The second album, which is all demos and rarities, I won't talk about that too much. So the first LP, it's the original album, and it's Detroit Rock City, King of the Nighttime World, God of Thunder, Sweet Pain, Great Expectations. Side 2 is Flaming Youth. Shout It Out Loud next, and then Beth, and then Do You Love Me, and then Rock and Roll Party at the end, something like that. Oh, I think I got it. No, I didn't get it right. God of Thunder. I'll go through this one at a time. The first song is Detroit Rock City. Classic, one of the, obviously, I don't know if Kiss has ever played a show since this album came out that they haven't played Detroit Rock City. And I love it. It's another one that I am tired of. Like I Love It Loud. I love it way better than I Love It Loud. I am tired of it, but and when I first heard it, I thought it was. I don't remember. People always say, "I'll always remember." No, you won't. Sometimes you're gonna. At some point, you will forget something. So I can't say I'll always remember, but I do kind of remember hearing Detroit Rock City, and I don't know if I thought it was cool or what I thought, but I remember that I thought it was very unique anyway, that it had this, what is it, about a minute or a minute and a half intro about the news and the kid being killed in the car crash in Pontiac, Michigan. And then you hear the car door shut and you hear the keys and the car starts and you hear Rock and Roll All Night playing on what's supposed to be the car radio, car stereo. And then Detroit Rock City is an all-time classic. Deserves, I guess, to be played at every Kiss show. I can't complain, can't say anything bad about Detroit Rock City. Just I am tired of it. And I do get excited by it sometimes still. I can't get excited about Rock and Roll All Night, but I do sometimes get excited when Detroit Rock City appears somewhere. Next is King of the Nighttime World. That is in my probably top 5 Kiss songs, and my top 5 Kiss songs is really about 15. But really, King of the Nighttime World is on my very, very short list, I think, of favorite Kiss songs. It's kind of funny. I only discovered, I don't know if it was in the internet era or maybe slightly before, that it was technically a cover. I remember on the liner notes or the credits, it said Paul Stanley, I guess Bob Ezrin, and Kay Fowler. No, it said Kim Fowley. And I assumed Kim Fowley was a woman because it is much more common for a woman's name as a man's name. And then much, much later, I found out it was a man and that Kim Fowley, and I guess at some point as I got older, I thought he just co-wrote it with Kiss. But it turns out that it was actually a cover song. And then in the YouTube era, I downloaded it some time ago, and I really like the original version. It's very, very different. The lyrics are almost exactly the same, but the melody is different. It just has a different feel to it. In the Kiss version, it's so sad living at home, far from the city. And the Hollywood Stars version is it's so sad living at home. Quite different melody. But I really like that version, but not as much as I like the Kiss version. God of Thunder. Maybe some might say, or I would say about this, I wouldn't use the word overrated, but what I think about it, I guess, is what people would consider overrated. I don't dislike it, but I know a lot of people would have it way, way up high on their Kiss list, just like I have King of the Nighttime World. It's closer to it's not, Baby Driver is shit. Dirty Living is shit. The only 2 shit Kiss songs from the original lineup, I think, were those 2 songs. Sorry, Peter Criss. It's not at the bottom, but considering how much everybody loves God of Thunder, I don't. I have no problem with it, but I do think it's a little bit, I don't want to say the word, but let's say I don't like it as much as most people, but it is a good song. And then the last song. Now the opposite is true for this one, Great Expectations. If I can't say overrated, I guess I shouldn't say underrated. But I love Great Expectations. I don't remember it. I think as a kid I didn't really care too much about it, but at some point that changed, and it's not like on the top of my list, but it might even be second or third favorite. I like it better than God of Thunder for sure. I would rather listen to Great Expectations any day over God of Thunder. Very nice song, acoustic. I'm happy that they no, it's not on here. I think the like super extra special deluxe edition of this had the original version of Great Expectations, which was really bad. The lyrics were, the part, you see me playing guitar and you know what my fingers can do. You see me playing my drums and you feel what my hands can do. Gene sang that for each guy of the band. You see Ace playing guitar and you know what his fingers can do. He was singing it like as if you were like, writing a love letter to them. You hear Peter playing his drums and you know what his hands can do. I thought that was very odd. So good that Gene kept it in first person. you see me playing guitar. Turn It Over, Flaming Youth. When I was a kid, Flaming Youth was by far, I think, my favorite song. I couldn't get enough of Flaming Youth. And I wonder why they never really played it live. I know in the, again, super ultra mega deluxe version of this, there was a live concert from Paris from 1976, and they played Flaming Youth. I think aside from that tour, and maybe even just a few shows on that tour, they never played Flaming Youth, and I never understood why. I thought that would be a great live song. It's a little bit outdated now, considering these guys are in their 70s, but Flaming Youth will set the night on fire. I couldn't get enough of that song when I was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. Even now, it's still amongst my favorites. Next is Sweet Pain. What do I think of Sweet Pain? I like it. The thing I like about it is that they never played it live, as far as I know. And so I never had the chance to get sick of it from hearing it on live albums. It was never a staple in their set. So that's a good thing, that I never got tired of hearing it. But I don't love it. I think I like it more now than when I was a kid. I think when I was a kid, I didn't really pay much attention to it. My leather fits tight around me. My whip is always beside me. You want the same thing every day? I'm teaching love a different way. You learn to love me. And my sweet pain, my love will drive you insane. No, I do like that song. Maybe I like it more than I realized. Shout It Out Loud. That was also a favorite, and still, I like that way, way better. If you want to compare, anthems, Shout It Out Loud versus Rock and Roll Night, I think at any time, including up to right the fuck now, I would take Shout It Out Loud over Rock and Roll Night anytime. I love Gene and Paul trading the verses. I loved, especially when I was a kid, Gene's "You've Got to Have a Party." I love that. Still, I don't think I ever really got too sick of that one. Shout It Out Loud is excellent. If you don't feel good, there's a way you could. Don't sit there brokenhearted. Call All Your Friends in the Neighborhood. Hello! That's on a Live 2 version. And Get the Party Started. Get the party started. I like that Gene echoed the lines. Great song. Shout It Out Loud. Beth. I maybe don't hate Beth like a lot of people, but really it's not a Kiss song. It's Peter Criss singing along with an orchestra. And it's not, I liked it when I was a kid. When I was a kid, as a matter of fact, I thought it was excellent. And I don't maybe have as much of a problem with it as most people maybe do. But I don't yearn to hear Beth. It's fine when I hear it, but it was kind of a waste live. Peter's sitting there on his stool, giving out the roses. Skip it. Do something else. Do Mainline, or you're going to give Peter, well, at least back then, if you were going to give Peter Criss a song, give him Mainline or Getaway or Hooligan. I love Hooligan. But I know people want to hear Beth. And then the last song is Do You Love Me? This is one, in the last episode, Lily and I talked a little bit, very, very briefly, how she hates Do You Love Me? How I feel about Dirty Livin', and what else did I say? Oh, Baby Driver. That's how Lily feels about Do You Love Me. She can't stand that song. And I love it. So whenever we're in the car and I play it, which is fairly often, or it comes on, I always turn up loud, and she thinks I'm doing it just to mock her, or to stick it to her. But I really do love that song. Back then and now, I think that one, my opinion has never changed. It's always been, I'm saying this for a lot of songs, it's always been amongst my favorite. Maybe top 15 Kiss songs, top 12, 13, I don't know where I would put, which if I say top 13, that means 13. I'm just throwing these numbers out. Spitballing, I think they call it. So I don't want to overuse the word favorite, because then it loses its power. But I really, really like Do You Love Me? And it has a question mark. I always wondered about that. Sometimes when a song title is a question, sometimes they put the punctuation, sometimes they don't. Do You Love Me? They did put the punctuation. So that's it for live proper, for the record. And again, I had it number 5, and it's probably correct. Now the second record, side 3. This is divided into Paul Stanley demos and Gene Simmons demos on the first side of disc 2. So the Paul Stanley demos are they call it God of Thunder and Rock and Roll. 2 is Detroit Rock City, and then Love Is All Right. Those are Paul's demos. And then the Gene demos are I Don't Want No Romance, Rock and Rolls Royce, and Star. Now, God of Thunder and Rock and Roll, I'm sure at least Kiss fans know, and it's kind of hard to believe that Paul Stanley wrote God of Thunder. It's such a Gene song, but Paul wrote it. And I remember I've heard this version many times. I think it was on the box set. It's kind of heavy, dun 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 dun, and it's very fast too. I think it's got to be a drum machine. A demo of Detroit Rock City. I don't know. Love Is All Right. I don't think I know that one. And then Gene's demos. I Don't Want No Romance. Yeah, it shows here that God of Thunder and Rock and Roll. Sorry, Detroit Rock City demo, Love Is All Right demo. And the 3 of Gene's demos, I Don't Want No Romance, Rock and Rolls Royce, and Star, they're all previously unreleased heretofore. Is that how you say heretofore? Is that how you use it? Rock and Rolls Royce. Terrible song title. Classic Gene. I Don't Want No Romance. I wonder if they use that line in I Just Wanna from Revenge, like 16 years later. I don't want to romance, I don't want to dance, I just want to forget you. And then side 4, it just says rarities. This is the second side of the second disc. Acoustic version of Beth. They released that in advance of this album. Now this is kind of some Shout Out Loud mono single edit. King of the Nighttime World, a live rehearsal instrumental, previously unreleased. Detroit Rock City instrumental, previously unreleased. Flaming Youth, an early version, previously unreleased. And Shout It Out Loud, an alternate mix, also previously unreleased. So the bonus disc, it's okay. The first side is pretty good. The second side is just different versions of songs that were already on there, that were already on the record. So that's it. I'll put this here. So that's all for Destroyer. Rod Stewart. I think by the time this video shows, it goes live on YouTube. It will be Friday, as I mentioned. I'm tricking you. I'll be at Rod Stewart. Maybe when you're watching this, you can watch. It should be on Saturday. I should have a video up of a tour of all the Rod Stewart bootleg merch, and then maybe I'll do this one on Sunday. I think I'm going to work Saturday. I'm going to a little party, a little barbecue on Saturday. Maybe I'll do this one on Sunday. I think I'm going to work on Sunday. Maybe I'll have time to do this. I don't want to get backlogged because then I have another one. I'm going out Monday. I won't be home all day. I'm just kind of thinking to myself, now you know my plans. Don't come and rob my house because you know when I'm here, when I'm not. I have dogs outside and they will bite. So this one, I guess, no, it will be next. I'm not sure when. So that's all. This felt really long. I think they all feel really long. I think especially to you watching, they're extra long. So that's it. Kiss, Destroyer.